In this video, we will learn about one of the most useful techniques in After Effects, which is parenting. This technique is very effective while dealing with shapes, texts, null objects, and expressions. I have a shape here and want to also create another shape here, for example like a ellipse here, like this, and also change its color and also move its anchor point. Suppose I want to add a motion to this ellipse. I just need to press P here for position, and suppose at the beginning point I want it to be here, a little upper, a little higher, and in the third second I want it to move downward. Pay attention to that. When I'm moving this ellipse, it is not so straight, but if I hold the shift button at the same time, it will move at a straight line. For example, in the third second I want it to come here, and in the last second I want it to go back to its previous place. A very simple animation. Well, when I play it, you see that it is moving very simply. Well, here I want to parent this star to my ellipse and move at the same time. Well, here you see that I do not have many buttons here. I do not have the parent button here. I come here, right click, columns, and select parent and link. And I deactivate the modes here so that it is less crowded here. Well, in order to parent my star to this ellipse, I just need to select the button here, Shape Layer 2. Or a simpler way is to select this parent pick whip and drag it to the shape which I want to parent it to. Well, this is used when you have many layers here and it's a little bit difficult for you to select them in these buttons, and you can easily use this option and drag it to whatever layer you want. Well, now my star is linked to my ellipse. Well, let me get a cache first. You see that they move together at the same time. Actually, whatever settings is added to my parent layer, the child layer will receive the same changes too. Well, suppose I come to the beginning point and set this on none, and suppose at this point I want to link my file to my star. Well, I played once for you, see that my star moves at a different position. Well, whatever point you use to start your linking is very important. I linked my files here at this point, and you see the distance between both of these shapes are kept. If I do this from any point, my shape will start moving from exactly that area. Well, this was a simple usage of this tool. Now, imagine here, when I press P, besides the position, I want my star to have a rotation too. I just need to come here and press R. And imagine at this point I want it to be 0, and at this point I want it to turn one round around itself. And at this point I also want it to turn once more. Well, I parent this once more. Let me get a cache first. You see that here, because my anchor point, the position of my anchor point was not a good place. My shape was like this. Let me bring it to the middle of my star and play it once more. And you see that while my ellipse is moving, the star is also rotating. And I can create a very motion blur. I can add a very simple motion blur to it. I come to the start, and this time link the shape layer 1 to shape layer 2. And let's see what happens. And you see that my ellipse is moving, and also my star is rotating and also moving at the same time. I come to this point and do the parenting again and play once more, and you see that the rotation of my child layer is separate from my parent layer. You see how simply I can create an animation. And however my ellipse is moving, my child layer also moves the same. But if I add an animation to the child layer, that animation will be only added to the child layer. This is the parenting topic, which you'll deal with more in the future in the null objects and expressions, where you could use parenting a lot.